Good evening and welcome. I'm Anusha Shrivastava, President of SAJA and a reporter with Dow Jones FX Trader and the Wall Street Journal. We are absolutely thrilled to be in DC this year with our first ever gala outside New York City. It is absolutely wonderful to meet all of you in a different setting as we work towards serving our members in different cities and in different ways. This year, we are giving out 50,000 in scholarships. 5 years ago, that number was just a little under 10,000, and 10 years ago, it was $1,200. SAJA's flagship reporting program, SRF, continues to produce stellar work on underreported issues covering South Asia. SAJA is one of the few news associations providing upwards of $30,000 each year through the reporting fellowships, the SAJA Reporting Fellowship Program, to freelancers and staff journalists to cover underreported stories about South Asia or the South Asian diaspora. In recent days, there's been a discussion about whether women can have it all, and I ask, why should we restrict the question to women since men have to juggle so much more these days as well? I probably don't have the best answer to these questions, but I will say that the only way for us to have a lot of what we have is possible only because of the support of our families, our colleagues, and networks like SAJA. I, for one, could not have a full-time job, raise 2 kids, and work for SAJA unless it was with a lot of help, both from my mother, who's here, and my husband, who is watching the kids while I share this evening with you. SAJA provides me not only with a sense of purpose, but also friends and mentors. SAJA board members are folks who put in many, many hours of work to make events like this possible, even though they all have jobs, families, and other commitments. Today's event would not have been feasible without the GALA committee. Please stand as I call your names. Amita Parashar of NPR. Rakhi Mirchandani of New York Daily News. Sharaf Maujood of NBC. Jigar Mehta, our immediate past president, a digital entrepreneur. Our other board members are Sovy Azhath of CNN, SAJA's vice president. John Lakshmi, our treasurer, who makes sure we don't waste a single penny.
If you're not a SAJA member, you would feel like an Olympic athlete very soon. Please become a member. It's very inexpensive. www.saja.com.
Anoop Kafle of the Washington Post, our awards coordinator. Asim Chabra, who runs the New York chapter. Sri Srinivasan, recently named. He was recently named Columbia University's first chief digital officer. And just in case you didn't know it, he's SAJA's co-founder. Ismat Saramangla of Money Magazine, our secretary. And she's the lady all of you have to meet before you leave because she believes in recycling and you're handing over your name tags to her. And then there's a lady who we think of as an honorary member of SAJA, of the SAJA board. She is a member of SAJA because she works harder than many of us put together. Melanie Huff. She's the Assistant Dean of Students at Columbia University. We also have some former board members here. We have Hari Srinivasan. S. Mitra Kalita. Indira Somani. Am I missing anyone? No, good. And now, before we get started on the program, Sudeep Reddy. Oh my goodness. Maybe I forgot his name on purpose. He's the gentleman who said, "Why don't you try to become secretary of SAJA? It's a great idea." Look where I am now. And now, before we get started on the program, let me call Sovy to pick out the winner of the Kindle we offered as a registration prize. Have a wonderful evening, and please come and say hello. I should announce it? Okay. Hema Parmar. Here? Good.
Congratulations. Thanks, Anusha. Evening, folks. My name is Sovy Azhath, SAJA's Vice President. I work as a crime legal affairs producer-writer for CNN Headline News up in New York City. Thank you. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you. As SAJA's Vice President, I can tell you that everyone on the board is excited to make SAJA history tonight, as we are having our very first ever annual awards gala and dinner here in Washington, D.C. I want to thank all of you guys for coming on your summer Saturday night here in a blistering sun shower or whatever happened outside. And I know there's a lot of Bolt bus, mega bus problems in the turnpike, so thank you for making out for tonight. As many of you know, SAJA is a nonprofit organization which relies on the generous support and relentless dedication from our members and our sponsors. We would like to give a special thank you and recognition to the following sponsors who have made this gala possible tonight: Google, Alok Gour, Arun and Asmita Bhatia Family Foundation in New York, Citibank, Dr. A. Mateen Ahmed of New World Medical Incorporated, Aziz Hanefa, Kumar Mahadeva and the Mahadeva Family Foundation. This foundation has continued to fund the SAJA Reporting Fellowship grants for several years. Let's give a round of applause for these sponsors. As you can see, you know what I'm going to go up to next. We also like to give a special thank you to the following companies who have sponsored a table tonight. We'd like to thank CNN, the Dow Jones Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg News, the New York Daily News, NBC News, India Abroad, and the New York Times. The New York Times is also a silver sponsor for tonight's event. Let's give a round of applause for those companies. Also, I'd like to pay a special recognition to all the SAJA members who are present today in the audience. Will all the SAJA members please stand, and let's give a round of applause for each other for enjoying a great evening tonight. So, John, take note of all the people sitting down. There you go. As Anusha says, SAJA has achieved a lot this year in student scholarships, networking opportunities, and career growth. We plan to continue the SAJA mission by hosting our annual job career fair at Columbia University this fall in New York City. This will give the opportunity for students, entry-level, and even established journalists a chance to network and interview with media companies. This past March, we hosted a newsroom visit to Bloomberg's headquarters in New York City. We plan to coordinate more newsroom visits this fall where SAJA members will be allowed to connect with producers and managing editors and see their day-to-day operations. In the past few months, SAJA has hosted panels and mixers in the Bay Area, Boston, and even the CNN headquarters down in Atlanta. We will be looking to host more of these SAJA Comes to You events this year. Our organization is making a very strong effort to hold more events outside of New York to meet and network with our SAJA friends from across the country. More details will be coming soon via SAJA HQ notes in the coming weeks. If you're not a SAJA member, as John will tell you, go to www.saja.org and please sign up. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Dinner will now be served. Folks, enjoy your dinner. And please, after the banquet dinner, please come to any of the board members and introduce yourselves. We'd love to meet new members, and we'd love to meet our friends in DC. Thank you.